would like to speak now in English because we are having an extremely interesting situation, and because there is a good chance that we are noticing two kinds of supernova phenomenon. One supernova phenomenon, which is related to the core collapse supernova and has been verified in more than 10 different sources, in many sources of VDHN1, but also what is most important, the same phenomena observed also in supernova of VDHN2 and VDHN3. What I mean by this phenomena is the nickel decay, which has been really possibly observed in 10 core collapse supernova of the GRB, and is certainly one of the strongest result in defense of the understanding of binary-driven hypernova. But what is extremely interesting is that in one specific case, which we had recently studied in GRB 240825, maybe is the number, the referee was underlying the fact that there was no evidence for the supernova, and he was moved to that objection because nickel decay was not observed in that source. Now, there are three groups working at James Webb since many months, trying to come out with a paper showing that that should be a supernova, but there is no evidence for nickel decay. I understood this difficulty, and I turned the difficulty in an occasion. Namely, it is possible that there are different supernova kind which do not emit nickel decay, but still are of a VDHN type. This was my suspicion, also because we have been working constantly since 2024. Therefore, we have been working for 2 years in taking all the data of GRB 220101, collecting them, and no matter what the people had said about their nature to be jet and so forth, taking the data and reconsidering them model independent, be guided by the binary-driven hypernova. And much to my surprise, and to our surprise, is that exactly the same absence of nickel decay occurs also in GRB 220101. But also, there is another point which is becoming extremely new, because the evidence is building up every day, namely that the supernova process, creating the new neutron star, creating the rapidly spinning neutron star, occurs in these two systems much earlier than the time of appearance of a supernova core in the traditional VDHN. In other words, the evidence for the formation of a millisecond pulsar happens, as you will see, very close to the beginning of the GRB and not after 13 days. This is extremely important. And at the same time, I am resubmitting a new draft of 240825A because there are some incredibly important results that the numerical value obtained for 240825 are identical, scaling possibly for the mass of the not too much of the CO core and the binary neutron star companion and of the new neutron star. They are absolutely in agreement between the two sources. This is very, very, very exciting that they are